I've been using Claude for more than a year, and I have built websites. I've built almost 10 apps using the HTML code on Claude, and mostly on my free account. And I've been copying and pasting using this whole pasting on Claude on the chat in order for me to do this. Recently, I've migrated my website from another service provider to Netlify, the place where I own and I manage the DNS. And I've moved the DNS and I had to figure out DNS. So if you know DNS, you know what I mean. This I had to do, opening brand new conversation, hitting limits, waiting for 5 hours, and mostly because I had to copy the code, paste the code, copy the screen, copy the chats, copy the this. So all of what I've achieved so far, which is I think pretty decent, it was done on a free account and with copying and pasting. I thought I was smart. I am the 99% that the people are talking about. I know I'm not alone, because if you use Claude like most people do, and me, we open Claude chat and we ask questions, we get our answers, and we build what we need to build if you want to build, and then we move on. And we leave so much on the table. It's actually painful for me to admit this, because I realized this I think 2 days ago, and I thought I could have saved myself all of this. Today I'm showing you one of the features that I completely ignored. The ones that I'm showing you could have saved me hours of work every single week. Let's get into it. Here's what most people do. We treat Claude like a search engine with manners. And we open a fresh chat, explain our situation or whatever we want to achieve from scratch. We get a response or a breakdown, or Claude starts popping out this code, and we get what we need to do. We paste it on Netlify if we need to do that. And then we close, we move on. Next day, new chat, explain everything again. And then we get what we need. New project, new chat, explain everything again. And if you're on the free plan, watching your message limit like a hawk, which I was, you're opening multiple chats just to spread your usage around. And you're trying as much as possible to ask everything at the same time to try and preserve your limit and your usage. Even on the paid plan, with the copying and pasting, it does run out. And you think you're clever. But here's what's actually happening. Every time you start a new chat, Claude has no idea who you are. It doesn't know your brand. It doesn't know your audience. It doesn't know your voice. You're starting from zero every single time. There is a better way, and it's been sitting there in the sidebar waiting for us. It's actually called projects. A project is a dedicated workspace inside Claude. And what makes it powerful is this. Inside every project, there's a knowledge base. This is where it gets really powerful for creators. You can upload documents, PDF, your brand guide, your content pillars, scripts you've already written. I'm writing a program for 90 days. That workbook, I can load it there. Research that I've done, style guides, up to 30 megabytes per file, as many files as I need. So imagine this, you've done the research on a topic, you upload that document to your project. Now every conversation in that project has access to that research without you pasting it, explaining it, or summarizing it. For faceless creators especially, this is everything. You're not saving time on video. You're building an asset that makes every future video faster. Here's what I've set up in mine. I've got brand voice in there, my audience described, where they are from, what they struggle with, what language resonates with them, my series structure, even my cash cow persona. Now when I open a chat inside project and say, write me a hook for a video about AI tools, or I upload my generated PDF from VIA, which is our Video Intel Agent document that you get when you are creating a video, Claude doesn't write a generic hook. It writes a hook in my voice. It writes a hook for my people. And here's what stopped me from doing this sooner. I thought projects was a paid feature. It's not. Free users get 5 projects, paid users get unlimited, but 5 is honestly enough to completely change the way that you work. I really wish I knew this sooner. Now let's talk about something that quietly got added and nobody else is talking about. Since March 2026, Claude has a memory on every plan, including free. Memory means Claude is building a picture of you across conversations, your name, your business, your preferences, your working style. So even outside of a project, in a regular chat, Claude is starting to know you. So you need to go to your settings and make sure that Claude knows who you are. Add what you need to have Claude know about you, and then add it on there. And then I want to quickly show you how you also go grab your memory from your other chatbot like ChatGPT and then add it on Claude so that Claude knows who you are. You're in control. You can see everything is stored. Edit it, delete anything you don't want today. But when you combine memory with a well set up project, you have an assistant that actually knows your business, not just one conversation permanently. When I was migrating my website or opening up a new email software provider, it was really very helpful for me to drop a screenshot and have Claude guide me through the DNS process and the Netlify, because I'm not a developer. So I'm not going to say they're useless. All I'm saying is the screenshots were a workaround. And if I had everything that I needed on a project folder with what was all in there, this could have saved me a lot of time. And this is why I'm sharing this with you. Screenshots plus projects is like a dynamite combination that you have to do. Use both. So here's the thing. Projects and memory are a beginning for me, and I hope for you too. And I'm not going to stop here. There are a lot of these beautiful features that I haven't scratched the surface on, like Claude Design and Claude Co-work and Claude Code. And there's this one where you can tell Claude things to do for you while you're on the phone. So there's a lot on Claude, and I want to show you where you can go find learning materials for Claude if you want to take time out and start learning all of this. Or you could just subscribe and I can share them with you. If you want to go create your own app using Claude, go watch this video. I will show you how I did that with Claude on a free account. Drop in the comments what feature you want me to talk about next. I promise I will answer all of your comments. Don't forget to subscribe. And thank you so much for joining me today.